What is going on, Amalgam Minds? Happy Friday. Here's a little insight that helped me tremendously in getting where I am today. The insight is this, might as well kick it out up front. We don't have to do anything. And I'll just repeat that, we don't have to do anything. Well, that sounds weird. Surely, Andy, we need to go to work, right? Otherwise we'd get fired. Yeah. Sure you would, but you don't have to. But Andy, I have to deliver my written assignment for the university on time, otherwise I'd flunk my exam. Yeah, sure. But you don't have to. You don't have to do it. There's nothing that we have to do. Whatever we do as well as what we don't do has consequences, sure. But that being said, we're not obliged or forced to do anything. This insight has helped me a lot because, like I've talked about in some of my videos, and which I'll probably be talking about in some future videos as well, I have been struggling with panic anxiety attacks and depressions and stress, not the kind of fun kind of stress that makes you finish your assignment on time, come hell or high water. No, I'm talking about the debilitating, crippling kind of stress that puts you into fetal position and then into bed, and that's it for that day. I've had days where I could do virtually nothing but maybe a little grocery shopping, maybe a little cleaning, little housekeeping. I've had days where I was almost physically unable to move, and I've had days where I was struggling just to get out of bed, and that would be half of my energy for that day. And obviously, if you live like that, you're not going to get very far. When you suffer from these kinds of psychological ailments, they come accompanied with a sense of pressure. Why pressure? Well, it's because when you have a general energy deficiency, you have a deficiency of resources for yourself and for the things that you need to do. So even the smallest of tasks can seem like huge, insurmountable objects that you can't move out of the way. And so they just become overwhelming, and instead of doing a little, you end up doing nothing at all and just kind of giving up. But you don't have to do anything. That's the whole idea. That's the whole deal. What this insight does is it takes away all the pressure. And the pressure is essentially what disables us from putting in a meaningful amount of work. If we feel pressured into doing something, the results of doing that thing will probably not look very nice. They're probably going to look a little forced and a little construed and a little dispassionate. And those are the best case scenarios. The worst case scenario, you're probably not going to get it done, or it's going to be utter crap. So do away with the pressure. You don't have to do anything. There's nothing that you should do. Kick out the word should from your vocabulary as well. There's nothing that you should do or ought to do. There might be some things that are good ideas to do, and there might be some things that are just good to do, and there might be some things that you want to do. But you don't have to do anything. There is no pressure whatsoever. Because the thing is, whatever you choose to do, if you choose to do something or not, you're still going to be around. It's going to have consequences, sure, as does everything in life, but you're still going to be around. And this mechanism has worked out for you for your entire life, and you're still around. And I'm guessing, all else being equal, I'm guessing you're doing okay for yourself, right? I mean, you might not be living your dream, and you might not be exactly where you want to be in life, but I'm guessing that you're not entirely miserable. I'm guessing that you have a roof over your head. I'm guessing you have an internet connection. I'm guessing that you eat every day. I'm guessing that you don't go hungry to bed unless that's a choice that you actively make. I'm guessing that you're earning a lot more money than the majority of people in the rest of the world, on a relative basis, of course. I'm guessing that you have clothes to wear. I'm guessing you have a social circle. I'm guessing you have a whole lot of things that millions and indeed billions of other people are without. And of course, you can't be grateful for those things if you're down in the dumps. But I know this. I know this. There's no use in preaching to be happy with what you've got to somebody who has a major depression. I can vouch for that, believe me. But you're still here, and you still have the choice to take action or inaction. And whatever the consequences of that choice, you're still going to be around. There is nothing that can hurt you. There is nothing that is threatening you. There's nothing that is dangerous. I mean, if there is, then you're the exception to the rule. This is the first world. This is a highly civilized society that we live in. We have never been as safe as we are today, and we are going to be okay no matter what. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, that insight has been a tremendous relief. And counterintuitively, once you take away that pressure, once you do away with any expectations to yourself, including your own, that's when you become much more able to do things. That's even when you put in some of your best work. So take that with you. And with that, I wish you a happy Friday, happy weekend, and talk to you in the comment field, right? Cheers.